The latest jewel in the USL is in Southern California. Championship Soccer Stadium. Second home game tonight for Orange County SC. They look for their very first win against OKC Energy FC. Picture-perfect summer night in Irvine, California, as Orange County SC hosts OKC Energy FC in a huge game in the USL Western Conference. Welcome to the broadcast alongside Lee Godfrey. I'm Matt Peterson. Lee, looking at the USL Western Conference standings, so much on the line. Orange County looking to finally cash in on these games in hand as they look to get into the top 8 and the playoffs.
Yeah, they sit in 10th right now, but only 1 point behind OKC Energy. There you see 30 and 29, but those two all-important games in hand. 6 points in the swing. You need to win those games, of course, and that can all start tonight for Orange County.
And now the player to watch for OKC Energy FC, a veteran of USL, it's Jose Angulo.
Yeah, he's been around the league for quite a while, and he scores goals wherever he is. He leads the Energy with 8 goals this season, 3 assists in 19 appearances. The former Fort Lauderdale striker scored 8 goals in 32 appearances while he was in Florida.
A 2013 USL MVP as well. The player to watch for Orange County SC is Jerry Van Avike.
Van Avike, 16 starts, 18 appearances this season, leads the club in almost every category. 4 goals, 2 assists, 17 shots on goal, and he's aggressive too with 29 fouls committed. They need him to score. Only 3 goals in the last 6 games as a team, so they need to get that offense started.
And now the starting lineup for OKC Energy under 4th-year head coach Jimmy Nielsen, the former fan favorite with Sporting Kansas City, unchanged after a scoreless draw against San Antonio last weekend.
Yeah, great when you can have the consistency in your starting 11 and send the same back out there. And it all starts from number 1 in goal, Cody Lorendi, 6 clean sheets on the season, and the 3-pronged attack in Gonzalez, Angulo, and Dixon.
And the starting lineup for Logan Paz and Orange County SC as they make one change as Richard Chaplow is suspended. Ami Pineda comes into the side.
Yes, he does, and there you see their number 1, Charlie Lyon, 21 games this season, every minute, 5 clean sheets, and there you see up top the guys that need to get the job done at home to secure the 3 points in Van Avike, Fernandez, and Kobayashi.
OKC Energy FC won the first meeting 1-0 in goal from Alex Dixon. Orange County seeking payback tonight. Kickoff from Southern California is coming up.
Cal South is the official state association for soccer in Southern California with 154,000 youth players. We have soccer opportunities for all ages and skill levels. Our recreational leagues focus on creating a balanced and competitive setting. The Cal South Pro Plus program is the most progressive, inclusive, and successful youth player identification system in the U.S. Visit calsouth.com, connect, and join us. Cal South, excellence in soccer.
There's a moment in life when time stops. When you need someone you trust by your side. For the last 60 years, Hogue has been there. From a first footprint to life throwing a curve, our mission is to continue being the name you turn to. You've trusted us to bring your sons and daughters into the world. And across generations, as your family has grown, so has Hogue's. With a network of doctors, hospitals, urgent cares, and health centers, providing the highest standard of care to our patients. We've never lost sight of our mission to lead the way with state-of-the-art facilities, top flight positions, delivering superior outcomes, standing among the nation's finest, becoming your loyal health partner for life. It's an honor to be there in your time of courage, hope, and triumph. Hogue for life.
Welcome back to Championship Soccer Stadium, Irvine, California. Orange County SC looking for the full 3 points after they drew 1-1 with Phoenix FC last Friday night. Logan Paws in his first year as a professional head coach, long-time career with the Chicago Fire in MLS.
Yeah, he's just out of it. He'd love to get back onto the field. I think he's that sort of anxious type of player to be able to want to help a little bit more than he can. And there is Jimmy Nielsen, head coach of the Oklahoma City Energy. And these two players, as players, now their coaches facing obviously against each other. They certainly did a lot as players when he was with Sporting KC.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Two different paths for those two. Nielsen went right from goalkeeper with Sporting KC to the head coach job with OKC Energy. And now in his 4-season, longest tenured in the Western Conference.
Yeah, he went out a champion after winning MLS Cup and went right into coaching. I'm surprised he didn't stay with the Sporting KC organization. It was a surprise to me at the time, but he certainly has, accumulated a lot of success in the years that he's been with Oklahoma City.
Underway from Southern California. Orange County SC in the black and red, OKC Energy FC in the green and whites. OKC won 1-0 in May on a goal from Alex Dixon. And Orange County was down a man after the 25th minute as Oscar Sorto was sent off. So a lot has changed. Speaking with Jimmy Nielsen this week, he said that game doesn't matter as much. We can't talk too much about it. Two refreshing teams coming up against each other in a game with a lot to play for.
Yeah, the stakes have changed a lot since that early in May, and now two teams have played a lot of other soccer against other teams, and they have to focus on what's at hand tonight. And I think Jimmy Nielsen kind of calling out his players as well. He hasn't been happy about the effort, I think, overall lately, and sending a message to his team. So I think this is a big game for the 11 out there tonight, and might establish who is the key first-team players throughout the rest of this season. They have to show him something in order to be able to stay in that top 8.
There's Cody Larendi, Florida native, picked up his 5th shutout last weekend as OKC drew scoreless with San Antonio FC. Dixon throws it in. So minimal changes for each team. Just the one change for Orange County necessitated Richard Chaplow suspended for yellow card accumulation. Ami Pineda comes in. Jimmy Nielsen makes no changes to his side. 2nd minute, scoreless from Irvine, California. Here come the Greens, pushing forward. Dixon's cross took a deflection, spilled momentarily, but then reclaimed by Charlie Lyon.
The Lion fortunate there that no one on the Energy was close by there. It looked like a fairly simple play, to be honest with you, and he spilled that one out, but was able to catch up with it before any damage could be done. Good start in the opening couple of minutes for the Energy.
Good win by Wilito Fernandez for Orange County. Orange County entering play tonight, 30 points. Make that 29 points. A point back of OKC Energy. So a win would vault them past OKC.
And still have the 2 games in hand. That's the huge point when you're playing against each other. It's it's a massive 3 points when you can hold the one team that you're playing to 0 and jump ahead of them and keep 2 games.
Energy pushing forward down the left side. Centering ball. Good patient build-up from the Greens here in the first 4 minutes. Good win from Ami Pineda, 20-year-old, grew up just down the road in Santa Ana, California. Two of the longest tenured USL sides. 9th all-time meeting tonight. 5 of the first 8 have gone for OKC Energy FC. And the offside flag comes up. A moot point. It goes all the way back to Cody Lorendi.
Yeah, as you see, as this gets a few minutes into this game, it seems like Orange County is starting to come into this a little bit, and they really do want 3 points. When you look at 4 draws and 1 loss in their last 5 games, they haven't taken advantage of those games that they've had in hand. If they've really pick up 1 or 2 wins, or 1 more even, and they're already in the playoffs, you know, right now ahead of OKC. So it's a cliche to say it, but you have to win your games at home and, you know, hope for a draw on the road. You get a few draws on the road and you take care of business at home, you are going to make the playoffs.
Anthony Wallace switching field on this near side. Sam Fink right in front of Logan Paz. Paz previously coached the Chicago Fire under-23s, but a move to Southern California for this job and the affiliation with LAFC, which will enter MLS next year. It's amazing to think in 6 or 7 months they'll be playing their first game in MLS.
And just how much of growth the game is taking in California, with Fresno also coming into the league now next year. It's just huge to see the growth of the sport on the West Coast.
Richard Dixon, wide right. There's Anthony Wallace, crossing, pretty good ball. And it comes off the head of Angulo, and it's out for a goal kick. So OKC's been the better team for the first 6 minutes.
Yeah, they certainly have. That is a great ball in from Wallace here, the left footer. And really, Angulo, I think, probably should have done better. He was on the inside of the center back and had the position won there. He just could not get over top of that cross by Wallace.
Restarted by Lyon. Good strength. And now it's all the way back to Lyon, back to Sorto. He picked up a red card in this very game back in May in the 25th minute. Red cards have wreaked havoc on a few games of late. Orange County played up a man last week, but could only get a point in their lid lifter at this new stadium. Angulo. Wide here, a lot of touches early on for Richard Dixon, the Jamaican. Anthony Wallace, an MLS veteran, now playing in USL. And it goes right underneath the foot of Highland. Saw the frustration on his foot. What for you is a key in this one, Lee Godfrey, for the home side, Orange County, as you mentioned, 3 straight draws for their last 5.
Well, I think it's all the type of things and ways that Logan Paz is trying to build this team. And if it is a patience first type game, you're at home and you know the other team might be sitting back, but that's not the case tonight. And so you know, I'm a little surprised that, you know, they haven't been trying to go on the attack a little bit more early here and make OKC weather the storm, you know, in front of your home fans. So it's probably more in the build-up and patience first, and just don't make individual mistakes out there, and over 90 minutes hope that you're the better team and get more opportunities. But so far that's not the way that this has gone. Early in the first 10 minutes that it's been OKC really dominating in possession and so far having the best chance on goal. So it's a big process for I think Logan Paz. I think next year it's going to be even different for him when he gets 1 full year under his belt as a head coach.
Cross from the left. And reclaimed by OKC Energy. Richard Dixon, clearly the outlet for OKC in the early going. Three goals in the last 6 games for Orange County. And he fell behind last week on a goalkeeper mistake by Lyon as he mishandled a back pass, but a fight back from the home side, but they know the pressure is on to win at the stadium. You don't want to open a stadium and go 2 games without a win, especially in Southern California where sizzle matters and style matters. And anytime you're affiliated with a club like LAFC, which will bring in Carlos Vela and Bob Bradley as the head coach.
Yeah, right away, obviously some big names to try to get things going and really rebuild that LA area and proving that they can support 2 teams. I think the Chivas USA experiment was a failed one in just trying to go to a niche market. I think there are a lot of soccer fans in the Los Angeles area and that you can cater to them all equally. And I think that's what LAFC is going to try to do. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see some pretty big crowds to start that one up.
Here come Orange County.
It's a good job there by Wallace to come back and try to take the ball off of Kobayashi. Orange County retained possession though.
Franco Liver. Now they push on this right side. Long touch, reclaimed, but dealt with well in the end by OKC.
Now, OKC doing a much better job off the ball right now than Orange County. They're closing down Orange County immediately when they're on the ball, making them make a pass or make a move left to right, and they're dispossessing Orange County a lot easier than on the other side of the ball. There you see now that Orange County pushed up a little more, playing a little bit higher of a line, and that's better. Don't give that team any time or that player any time on the ball. Close them down quickly, and you win back possession just like they did there.
Good passing here. Now it's Oliver. Flipped in ball just too long. Picked up by Lorendi. Lorendi, 21 starts this year. 12 shutouts a year ago, 5 this season. Well-traveled Austin Aztecs, LA Galaxy 2, the Puerto Rico Islanders, and Fort Lauderdale Strikers on his resume. The initial win was from Juan Pablo Oseguda. He came out of the back with it.
I was going to say, we haven't seen a whistle in almost all of this game so far, and finally someone going in and on the challenge there. And it is Cody Andrews who does have to be careful because he is on the yellow card accumulation, and he sees a yellow card in this game. He'll be suspended for the next one.
Pushing forward, low cross from the left. It was going on goal, and it's out for a corner kick. You see frustration there from Cody Andrews. It was a good block from him. I think a good call from Marco Vega, our referee.
Yeah, as it comes across, and it does come off the face of the deflection, so I do think it's the right call. He may have thought that it did go over Fernandez after that, but corner kick here for Orange County.
Wilito Fernandez with the first good chance of the night for Orange County SC. A short option, they go the long way, driven, takes a deflection, still alive, and the shot is blocked. It fell to Roy Mius Bonds, a Belgium wingback that pushes forward, has 4 goals on the season, tied for the team lead.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that the ball got all the way across to him in the first place, and he has that shot go and takes a deflection, or that could have been a goal.
Headed out, straight in the air, kept alive by Orange County. And those are the levels of concentration that I think Jimmy Nielsen's talking about when he laments his team's road form. You have 2 guys out there to defend the short corner. They play it low on the ground. It sneaks through both.
Yeah, you have to be better defending corner kicks there, and that's just, you know, you practice it all the time, and you know, being able to execute it in gameplay is obviously a little different when you're playing against your own players. You don't have that physicality in the box or anything like that, but that's just basic stuff that you have to do better as a unit defensively, or it's going to cost you goals, and it has.
Good work from Kobayashi. It's clipped in, picked up by Lorendi. Melbourne, Florida native. The captain. Easy to identify when the bearded goalkeeper is in net.
You know, there's the Fear the Beard campaign going on right now. I'm sure the fans of Oklahoma City Energy are putting in the vote for Cody Lorendi.
Had a great punches there, about 75 yards downfield. Now it's Van Avike. Whipped in cross, good ball, and a good cover from Lorendi, who's been up to the task in the first quarter hour, covering up there at his near post.
Nice move here by Van Avike to twist and turn and get around and be able to get that right footer on goal. And Cody Lorendi, though, coming out, covering his angle quite well. A little bit of a trouble when that ball does bounce right in front of you at times, but he's able to handle that. No rebound and no trouble there for OKC.
So the game opening up a bit. After a slow start for Orange County, they've grown into the game. Now it's OKC Energy. A good tussle on that far side and a free kick to the home side, taken quickly.
And Gonzalez asking the referee tonight, Marco Vega, he's thought it was a 50-50 ball. They were both battling it out. I could have seen that whistle going either way there.
And now a free kick for Orange County. Orange County SC, they started in the USL as one of the 12 founding members at the predecessor club, OC Blues. Western Conference regular season champion 2 years ago. They've reached the Western Conference semifinals back-to-back years in the playoffs. But a different field, new ownership. James Keston. And it's interesting, we mentioned LAFC. They really want to be LA's team and probably all of Southern California's team at some point, but they're really identifying with downtown LA and the hub. But Logan Paz has said this should be Orange County's team. If you want to watch professional soccer and you're in parts like Irvine, Santa Ana, you save yourself a long drive up to LA to watch the Galaxy or LAFC. You watch Orange County in this beautiful new facility.
Yeah, and you know, affordability as well, and you're seeing still some quality players, whether you're up and coming and they could be on their way to Europe or Major League Soccer, or coming back down, like players like Anthony Wallace, who was with FC Dallas and had 44 appearances. Didn't get that much time up there over the 8 years, but certainly brings experience to the club in Oklahoma, and the same can be said for Orange County. A lot of these players coming over from Europe and just looking for more minutes and a better start to prove their worth and what was missed out in Europe. I could use a player like a Martin Patterson on the Tampa Bay Rowdies as an example, playing over in England, coming over here just looking to rejuvenate his career, and he certainly has found his footing now with the Rowdies, scoring I think he missed one game without scoring a goal, and he's been a machine for them up top now, I believe, with 8 goals on the season. So it really is. It's a quality league, and I think it's been shown through the fan support as well. Now that they passed the 1.5 million in attendance for the league, and they'll sure to pass 2 million on the year, is huge. The USL's done a great job in its blueprint for success, a business plan, a solid one to be able to get this league where they want it to be. Solid ownership and an expansion coming in, and just not trying to do it too quickly like the old NASL did back in the late 70s, early 80s, which just really killed the league in itself by expanding too fast and without solid ownership, and it really hurt the league.
Sustained possession for Orange County. Now they turn it over. This is Alex Dixon, had the game winner May 20th in a 1-0 OKC win. 19th minute. Matt Peterson with Lee Godfrey. A big one in the Western Conference. OKC came into this game in 8th on 30 points. Orange County 1 point and 1 place behind them. Good first touch. Spinning away. Angulo cycles it wide left. Wrens get into the box for the Greens. Now the shot from distance takes a deflection and it goes out for a corner. So a confident hit that time.
I like that. A little more here from Anthony Wallace this time, like you said, from distance. But when you take those, you don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to take a deflection? Is a mistake going to be made defensively? Opportunities can be generated from long ball opportunities like that, and now they earn a corner kick.
Now it's Miguel Gonzalez to take the corner. Born in Mexico, raised in Washington State. High lofted delivery. Unchallenged clearance. Good touch from Dixon, but he's dealt with well in the end. Good settle that time. Jose Barril, a Spaniard, pushing forward for the first time tonight. Now it's Richard Dixon. Central, laid off. Here's a hit! And it goes right to Charlie Lyon. Another chance that time for Orange County.
Good build-up play there by Oklahoma City Energy, and in the end it is Miguel Gonzalez that is unmarked right at the top of the box, and he gets a left footer on it, but unfortunately he's not able to get it left or right, and it's right into the hands of Lyon.
Gonzalez has had a productive season lead, 4 goals, tied for the team lead with 4 assists. Tonight's his 21st start. Another USL veteran, last 2 years with Colorado Springs. 16 goals, 9 assists, 53 appearances there. And Gonzalez brothers, big part of this team for Jimmy Nielsen. Brother Daniel available on the bench tonight. More good work here for OKC Energy. Angulo. Back for Dixon. Alex Dixon gets an overlap from Richard Dixon, but it's too long and a goal kick for OC.
Unfortunate there for Orange County. Just too easy for the Energy to move that ball right up the middle. They're making 1 or 2 passes and gaining 15, 16 yards, and no one is closing down any of the players on OKC. And the buildup right now has been quite good. They need a little bit more quality in that final third in trying to test Lyon. But right now, Orange County just have to close down, step up, and stop the runs of these players. It'll just be too easy. And I think that's the focus right now of both of these teams. When you look at their goal differential, OKC Energy -3 and Orange County -1 on the season. They've given up more goals, obviously, than they've scored on the year. So defense is something that needs to be worked on, but you have to be confident going forward too. And it looks like right now that OKC Energy are the more confident team moving forward with the ball.
Oseguda forward. Dixon in a corner, lays it back. KC will try to build out with short passing, impressive work here, and they get a throw in.
And again, the time on the ball that OKC has, they were painted into a corner there and still being able to work their way out of that without having too much pressure from Orange County. They could have put 2 guys on 1 there and really made it difficult for a couple of those players, whether it was Richard Dixon on the ball trying to get that out, but they had the time and space to be able to, be a little bit patient and not panic and be able to clear it out.
Nodded forward, second ball 1, and the offside flag comes up. Arendi was all over it as that slipped through. The assistant on the far side of the field, Joseph Salinas, was in a good position, and now OKC will restart. 24th minute, scoreless game.
Well, you talk about the width of this field and how large it is, and you know what, I think it's going to take a few games for Orange County just to get used to it as well. When you do, it can be an advantage to your home team to be able to spread out, but right now there's a lot of space out there for both sides as you know, there's just, you know, almost too much space where you're not getting compact, that's for sure. Everybody seems to have a little bit more time.
Here's a cross headed straight in the air, and Lyon catches that entire sequence with some ill-advised play from Roy Mius, a Belgian wingback who went into his own area, then tried to switch it, and it was won by OKC Energy.
Yeah, and you can't be taking too much time on the ball in those dangerous areas. That's the last thing you can do, is afford a turnover there. And another one once again by Oklahoma City Energy, stepping up and forcing Orange County, and they get the turnover again.
Push wide on this near side. It's behind Alex Dixon, and Orange County will have a throw-in. Three center backs and then the wing backs. Roy Mius on this near side. On the far side, it's Sama Asua. Good strength, Sam Fink, and then he draws a foul. Got the right angle and used his body well to draw that foul.
Yeah, watch this battle here. Once again, Fernandez, and just that little push off. And Sam Fink, that's what he does. Wake Forest University former alumni. And that's the stuff that you don't really see much in a stat. That's where, you know, you're so strong defensively. That's what he brings to this team, is just great defensive awareness. Like you said, he would not allow Fernandez to get on the inside of him, and had enough speed to be able to win the foul. And again, another missed opportunity for Orange County.
Mius forward. Fernandez could not settle. Jose Baril does well for OKC Energy. Got a confident start for the road side, as you mentioned. Jimmy Nielsen very disappointed in his team's road form. Just one win on the season, second worst road record in the league. Only Timbers 2 is worse. Alex Dixon more central now. Miguel Gonzalez wide here. Anthony Wallace headed and then cleared, and a foul won by Orange County.
Yeah, you're right on calling out his players. Can we say what Jimmy Nielsen said about how poor, the word before, how poor they were playing, or how he thought they were playing this year, or on some occasions, and in calling them out? And I think it's worked. I think they've come out here and shown that they're the better team so far on the road. Logan Paz, you know, there's still 20 minutes from the break, but I think that he's going to have a talk with the guys and see a little bit more from the motivational side, and come out and play a little harder out there, and be better off the ball, especially.
Lofted in from the right. Arendi stayed home. Dixon clears right back to the middle, and a free kick won by Dixon. We're going to see our first booking of the night. He was kicked after the fact, and a yellow card shown.
I don't know if he was coming through on the clearance of the ball and kicking into Van Eyck. And actually, it's Roy Muse Bond that is the carded player.
And now Dixon will receive treatment as we take a look at this.
Yeah, I don't really think there was anything intentional there from Muse Bond. And Dixon was just coming through, following through on the clearance, and his leg ran into Muse Bond. Jimmy Nielsen looks like he's writing a few things down and sees if they can make any changes out here, but I think it's been a pretty successful first 28 minutes of play for his side.
Dixon receiving treatment. Romeus played with Orange County last year, their predecessor club, OC Blues. Over 150 games in Belgium, first and second division for Romeus. And he had a big penalty goal in the playoff win last year against Sacramento last October. But movement across USL, and now suiting up for Orange County SC.
And you see Dixon walking it off. He's staying on the pitch, but he's going to have to come off after receiving treatment.
We talked about Nielsen's disappointment, just 7 points on their travels, said it's not good enough. And he has experience to speak of. The latter end of his playing career with Sporting Kansas City, they were one of the best road teams, if not the best road team in MLS. I think one year they may have had more road points than home points at one point of the season, so they would routinely get victories away from Kansas City.
Yeah, and a lot of teams know that that's the area that they have to improve on in their standing to be able to, you know, stay in the top half of the table is points on the road. And it's very hard to come by for some teams. Other teams do very well on the road, make it very difficult for the home teams to play. And I think if Oklahoma City Energy came out like this on the majority of their home road games, it'd be a positive right now that they've been on the front foot most of the time. They've generated more opportunities, and they just need to be a little more clinical around that 18-yard box to really challenge Lyon in goal. But this is the part where I think that Orange County need to do better. They're just too much time. This is how an away team would defend. Just sit back, have bodies behind the ball, and just hope to win that 1 point on the road. But you're the home team here. You have to establish a better, you know, defense of the ball and really not give OKC any time. But they do. They're 2 yards off the ball every time and not really putting them under pressure.
Good work initially from Jose Barril, and then Miguel Gonzalez cycles it wide. Dixon puts it through, and good defending in the end. Look like Joe Franco, I should say, cutting over to help out centrally.
Nice through ball there.
Soto, I should say.
That was meant for Alex Dixon, but defensively it almost got right through. So a good clearance there, or that could have been a lot more dangerous for Orange County.
Juan Pablo Oseguda forward. Now a possible break here. Jerry Van Avike. Too long with the touch, won by OKC. Anthony Wallace spins away from pressure. Jose Barril. You see the reaction from Angulo asking Alex Dixon where that cross was headed.
Yeah, a little bit of a wasted ball there. He floated that one up. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back, and that's where you have to be better, where they've been the better team in the other parts of the pitch, that in that final third. And they have the time, you know, that's the thing. I think they can be a little bit more patient with the ball and set something up.
Good switching ball. It was set up for Roy Muse, but he couldn't get it down. Looking for his 5th of the season. For his big playoff goal a year ago, it all started with that big switch.
Yeah, long ball forward for Roy Muse, and he cuts in and gets the right foot on it, but he gets underneath that one a little bit too much. Got to get over top of that ball and power through it and keep it down. And that one goes well wide.
On a yellow card after his challenge of Dixon. Definitely an attacking wingback for Logan Paz's team. Alex Dixon settles a no-look pass central. Jose Barril. Wide here, Kyle Highland. Wallace all the way back. Cody Andrews. Sam Fink. Played it right into pressure and lost it, but then Orange County turns it over. Miguel Gonzalez. Good passing here with Wallace. Gonzalez trying to knife his way through, but in the end, Orange County had good numbers back right at the edge of the box. Fernandez spins, plays it forward. Van Avike is nearly clean through, but Lorendi does well coming off his line about 40 yards from his own net.
Yeah, good vision there by Cody Lorendi to come out there, because that ball just seemed to get by everyone, and Van Avike would have been in a great position to score as the other 10 players in green and white were behind him. So the captain comes out and saves the day there on a clearance.
Good push here from Dixon. Low hits, and it's saved by Lyon. Nobody stepped to Alex Dixon. He tried his luck from about 25 yards out after scoring against Orange County in May.
Yeah, it's just too easy for OKC Energy there. You've got Sorto, you've got Franco, all moving backwards, not one of them stepping forward. That's where Lyon has to give them, you know, a yelling at and saying, come on, you've got to step up, you've got to make them make a play, or else you can't let them walk in like that. It's just too easy.
A good start for OKC. Can they get a goal to show for it? There's Jimmy Nielsen in the blue polo shirt, watching his team. Quickly, here comes OKC. Richard Dixon. Alex Dixon! 1-0 OKC Energy. It was coming, it's deserved, and for the second time this year, Alex Dixon has scored against Orange County SC. 1-0 to the visitors.
You're absolutely right, Matt. This was coming, and two big passes, and this time a beautiful one around the outside. Dixon to Dixon, and he's able to cut that one back and catch Lyon coming over, and it is a well-deserved goal. And this time they do have that quality in the final third, and there's just no defenders around from Orange County SC, and that's an easy finish for Alex Dixon, 1-0.
He's been hard to track. Started on the wing, but he's been drifting central, and he scores in the 35th minute. And Lee Godfrey, that's exactly when he scored on May 20th. So lightning striking twice for Alex Dixon against Orange County SC this year. May 20th he scored in this minute. And here on the 25th of August, he scores again. That good settling touch with the bottom of his foot as he raced into the top of the box.
Yeah, and it all came from two really good passes leading up to that. One up the middle to Richard Dixon, and he's gets out wide and able to cut it right back in to Alex Dixon, and one little move to get around Lyon, and he's able to just poke that up and over into the far side of the goal.
First assist of the year for Richard Dixon, the Jamaican.
Now, how will Orange County react? I think that's going to be the big thing here with less than 10 minutes in the first half for Logan Paz's side. Is this going to give them the kickstart that they needed? Because it's been a flat start for them so far in this first half. Is that what they need to be able to, you know, let's go, guys, let's get this going. Maybe we can get one back before the half and be all square and make some adjustments at the halftime to be able to try to, you know, move that ball better, because this is what they've been doing a lot, is the long ball, trying to go very direct. And that's not the easiest way to play sometimes if a team is good defensively. You just end up giving the ball back to the other team 9 times out of 10.
2 games at the stadium, Championship Soccer Stadium, and they've fallen behind twice. Last week, it was Chris Cortez for Phoenix, capitalizing on a long touch from goalkeeper Charlie Lyon. This time it's just a really well-taken goal as Oklahoma City covered large swaths of the field in short order. Orange County needs a response. Logan Paz told us by phone this week, we want to send our fans and community away with the win. You only have one chance to make a real positive impression on a new community. Of course, this club's been in the USL since 2011, but it's a new ownership group, a new brand this year, a new stadium, so many new things, a new head coach.
And it's going to take time, unfortunately, for the fans. They normally come out when the results start coming. And there's an interception there, and that's probably going to be a card as well.
Indeed. Marco Varga goes into the book.
Here it is. Here is Van Eyck is taken out from behind.
Jose Barril into the book of Marco Vega. Jose Barril was second team USL last year, 6 goals, 7 assists. Another chance here for OKC Energy. Angulo making a forward run. Has a chance on his left. And he does not win a corner kick. He thought it should be a corner for OKC. Smart run from Angulo.
Yeah, it is. And you can see it coming. There's just so much space out there for Oklahoma City right now in making those runs. And that's going to make it for a long night for the back four of Orange County if they don't make some adjustments. That there's just too much time and space. Every time it seems Oklahoma City's coming up the pitch now. It's just whether or not they can make that one final pass, but the build up to it's just been too easy.
Long touch from Fernandez, cannot get there to reclaim it. It's back to Lorendi, poor clearance from him. Still alive in the corner, but a good sweeping clearance from Anthony Wallace. Still central though, a chance here, a good hit, and it hooks wide. Oliver tried his luck, deflected at some point. It's a corner kick, but the 28-year-old from Amsterdam seeking his first goal in the USL.
Yeah, all on a poor clearance originally from Lorendi. And Oliver is able to get one. It takes a little bit of deflection. That one just going past that far post.
Oliver, one of several added as reinforcements late July. Now he takes this corner kick towards the middle. Very good ball, and it's headed and not in. Cleared either by a defender or by the post. Referee Vega had a good view of it. I don't know how that stayed out.
Lorendi.
Now it's punched out by Lorendi.
Punching another one out. I think that was cleared off the line, but it was cleared away. But whether or not it was over the line, that's a big question, and that's what had to be answered. If we get another look at that, and there you see Jimmy Nelson.
Almost like a baseball coach at third base giving instructions. Signaling with 1, 2, and 3 fingers.
Quickly back into play, but boy, best opportunity for Orange County, and just so close to getting that tying goal here before the half.
Do we take another look?
Yeah, and it is cleared off the line. I don't know if it was Osegeda going down at that back post that actually got the head on it. It was very difficult to see because he was kind of on his knees.
It was Relito Fernandez, a good blind header. 3 goals on the season for the Cape Verde native. Here comes OKC. Just got away from Anthony Wallace as it took a long touch. Now it's still alive for the Greens. Wallace, and good position in the end for Orange County. Now they try to break the other way.
That was a better step up defensively, and you see what it does. It gets you back possession, and it gets OKC now with too many men forward, and then you have that space to move up on the counterattack.
Van Avike, central. Oliver over the top. Would you like to see a little more patience there from Frank Oliver? Some momentum for his team. You can see Lorendi slowing it down, but just a clipped-in ball, a low percentage ball.
Yeah, because you don't need to just give possession back right there like that when you do have some time. That's, I guess that's just trying to get on the same page as the other teammates on the field. And there wasn't many changes made in the starting 11. One from the last game for, either side, really. And so these guys are out there playing with each other. It's need to be a little bit more communication out there. We do hear it because, the mic's down there, and without too many people in the crowd, it's very interesting to be able to hear the communication out there on the pitch from the players.
Anthony Wallace away from Fernandez. Highland trying to find room on that left side, and it's a free kick going to Orange County, drawn by Oliver. Not many games early this season for Orange County. So reinforcement signed by Logan Paz. Oliver was one of those. He signed late July with James Baxendale as a free agent. Oliver came up in the Ajax Youth Academy. A few seasons with FC Groningen, the last 4 with FC Emmen, where he made over 100 appearances the last 4 years. Jose Guda forward. And another goal kick for Lorendi and OKC Energy FC, which leads 1-0 on a goal from Alex Dixon, his 7th of the year. 2 of those coming against Orange County.
I think that's the frustrating part that you see there with Orange County, is that they have possession. There's no real rush on them there to send that long ball forward for a goal kick, that they're having difficulty stringing 3-4 passes together in the run of play. Their best opportunity so far of a set piece and a corner kick. So in play, really, you know, Corey Lorendi just having to punch out that one ball really after the corner kick.
OKC is onside. 4 versus 4 here. A shot and a big save from Lyon. He keeps it 1-0. Big play from the Illinois native, diving to his left to deny Miguel Gonzalez.
Gonzalez again with a lot of time on his run here. Good cut in to the right, and he takes that shot. Just tries to curl it around Lyon, but Lyon, great position there to dive out to his left and knock that one out.
Lyon, a star at Marquette, has played every minute this season in the USL. So we see a scrum of bodies right on top of Lyon for this corner kick in first half stoppage time. Driven towards the spot. It was wide open that time for Jose Baril, but he mishit it. And then Dixon, a left-footed service right to Lyon, who had to be big in that moment, or else it's a 2-0 deficit going to halftime.
And those are goals that just kill you when you give up a goal so close to the half. And now OKC and Orange County, especially for Orange County, they can go in and Logan Paul say, guys, it's only 1-0 right now. We need to do a lot of things better in the second half and get back into this. But 2-0 makes it that much more difficult, because you really are going to have to try to open yourself up a little bit at the back to be able to send more bodies forward, gamble a little bit more in order to get a goal.
Goal scorer Alex Dixon clips it across. Orange County over midfield. Van Avijk, wide right. Asua. Lyon, good experience in the USL last 2 years with Sounders too. 41 appearances for Seattle's second team. He also has experience with Logan Paul, played Chicago Fire under 23s while in college. Big push here from Anthony Wallace. Wallace, wide right. Alex Dixon crossing, and it's cleared by Sorto. Oh, what good work on this near side. Oliver runs it down and kept it in. Now a possibility, Lorendi's off his line. Cross towards the middle and cleared by Oklahoma City. That was Fernandez trying to find Van Avijk in the last gasp of the second half. Did you like that decision there?
That was a crazy way to finish thing, and that could have cost Oklahoma City dearly. It didn't. It ends up getting cleared off a line, but no, I didn't. And if that is how that would have been tied up, Jimmy Nielsen would have been furious at the half to give that up, the way the team played the rest of the first 45 minutes.
It seemed like a good shooting opportunity for Fernandez. Tried to pass it for Van Avijk, but in the end, OKC had just enough back to clear it. Our only goal in this one, Alex Dixon, is 7th of the season. Has scored twice this year against Orange County, both goals coming in the 35th minute. Halftime in Orange County, the visitors lead 1-0.
We've raised the stakes. Expectations are high. Our biggest season yet will break records. With elite players and future stars, innovative technology, and new homes. We're growing the game in our communities and across the nation. Are you ready?
Cal South is the official state association for soccer in Southern California with 154,000 youth players. We have soccer opportunities for all ages and skill levels. Our recreational leagues focus on creating a balanced and competitive setting. The Cal South Pro Plus program is the most progressive, inclusive, and successful youth player identification system in the U.S. Visit calsouth.com, connect, and join us. Cal South, excellence in soccer.
Welcome back. Championship Soccer Stadium. Beautiful 71-degree night in Irvine, California. Well, the USL and ESPN3 continues. Wednesday, September 6th, a rematch of a meeting at this very stadium last Friday night. It's Phoenix Rising FC against Orange County SC, another big one in the Western Conference standings as we approach the 2017 USL playoffs. 7:30 Pacific time on ESPN3. More coming up at halftime, where a goal from Alex Dixon gives OKC a 1-0 halftime lead.
I'm a retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing.
I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell and I had to have Meals on Wheels.
After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak.
Meals on Wheels, coming to my door as someone who's housebound, having someone check on me, assures me that I'm not forgotten.
Meals on Wheels has given me a mode of freedom that I wouldn't have otherwise.
We're the clients.
We are the clients.
We are the clients of Meals on Wheels.
America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
SAFC forward AJ Ajekwa, who was born in the U.S., went to boarding school in Cameroon for a year at the age of 13. The life lessons he learned there helped him overcome once being cut from his high school team to turning soccer into a career.
When I came back to the States is when a couple of my friends told me, oh, try out for the high school team. Went out to the high school tryout and probably lasted about 30 seconds. And the head coach goes, all right, he lines the whole team up and he goes, AJ to the middle. He kicks the ball up and I probably missed it like 3 or 4 times. And then he goes, get out. I didn't make the high school soccer team until my junior year. Being the competitive person I was, just playing basketball and stuff, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this team. So I just kept pushing and working. I mean, like my work ethic is just everything to me. My mom always said, like, hard work, hard work, hard work. You know, if you want to make it in life, if you want to make it in the society, you have to work.
And with that hard work, AJ went on to play collegiately at Chico State, where he realized he wanted to further his soccer career.
So I told my mom, I was like, yo, Mom, I'm gonna finish school, but I wanna go to Europe. She goes, if you buy your ticket, you can go. And next thing you know, I bought a one-way ticket to England, and I was gone. When I was in England, I mean, I tried so many teams. I contacted probably like 4 or 5 teams in like different leagues, trying to get an opportunity. And then Biggleswade United gave me an opportunity to play for their U23 team, which I'm really grateful for. They gave me a call to their first team, and on my debut game, it was an FA Cup match, and I scored 2 goals, and it was just like, my head just went from there. I was like, yes, this is the relief I need.
After a successful season with Biggleswade United, Ajekwa returned home to the States, where he went on trial with LA2 and soon after signed with Orange County. Now, AJ finds himself here in San Antonio.
Going through what I went through just helped me become the person I am today. I'm still growing today, so I still make mistakes, but I'm not the type of person to make the same mistake twice. I'm a better person, I feel like, just being open-minded to a lot of things and being optimistic. Like life as it comes, you grow through what you go through.
Welcome back. Orange County Great Park, the new jewel in Irvine, California, the latest soccer-specific stadium in the USL. Matt Peterson and Lee Godfrey. Lee would take a look back at the first 45-minute second meeting of the year between Orange County and Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and it really was all Oklahoma City energy early in this one. You know, not too many opportunities for Orange County. This would be one of them from a wide shot outside. Van Eyck, it has that shot, bounces right in front of Corey Lorendi, but he's able to catch that one no problem. And just the time and space here, the 1-2 passing by the energy have been great, and that was a good shot by Miguel Gonzalez at the top of the box, the left footer that goes right on Lyon though, so he's able to make that save. And again, it seemed to be coming in waves. Were OKC Energy. There you see Alex Dixon with a shot from distance and just not getting enough on that. And then it's just on the counterattack. One beautiful long ball up there to Richard Dixon. He cuts it back inside to Alex Dixon. And there's just no defensive support whatsoever by Orange County, and Dixon able to slot in the goal to give the Energy the 1-0 lead. His 7th in the 35th minute of play. Great passing by the Energy there and finishing it off.
It all started with Miguel Gonzalez. He had the outlet pass. Then the closest chance for Orange County, it was Wilito Fernandez. A good blind header, but cleared off the line by OKC Energy.
Yeah, the closest on a set piece. And then even here again, late into stoppage time once again, it is the Energy and forcing Lyon to come up with a huge save here, or else it would be 2-0 at the half.
Miguel Gonzalez coming close, and then not in our highlight package, but it was a good chance at the very end. Wilito Fernandez could have elected to pass for Van Eyck, and it was ultimately clear, but 2 real good chances in that first half for Orange County SC.
Yeah, you see there the big number, not only the score, but the shots on target, and really only one opportunity for the home team tonight. 2 yellow cards so far, and there you see the long ball, 2 offsides as well for Orange County, just getting caught with players down the pitch, and a lot of the long ball tonight. They're gonna have to make some adjustments in the second.
Some halftime conversations in Orange County. More coming up when we come back. OKC Energy leading at the half.
There's a moment in life when time stops. When you need someone you trust by your side. For the last 60 years, Hogue has been there. From a first footprint to life throwing a curve, our mission is to continue being the name you turn to. You've trusted us to bring your sons and daughters into the world. And across generations, as your family has grown, so has Hogue's. With a network of doctors, hospitals, urgent cares, and health centers, providing the highest standard of care to our patients. We've never lost sight of our mission to lead the way with state-of-the-art facilities, top flight physicians delivering superior outcomes, standing among the nation's finest, becoming your loyal health partner for life. It's an honor to be there in your time of courage, hope, and triumph. Hogue for life.
Cal South is the official state association for soccer in Southern California with 154,000 youth players. We have soccer opportunities for all ages and skill levels. Our recreational leagues focus on creating a balanced and competitive setting. The Cal South Pro Plus program is the most progressive, inclusive, and successful youth player identification system in the U.S. Visit calsouth.com, connect, and join us. Cal South, excellence in soccer.
Welcome back. Championship Soccer Stadium. Some of the youngsters keeping the drums going at halftime for their team as they look for a second half fight back. Well, Lee Godfrey, we look through some news and notes around the USL as we enter week 23. Haji Berry, 3 goals in last 2 games as the player of the week, a 10-game undefeated streak, a club record for Orlando City's second team.
Yeah, that's huge right now, and they're going to have a big game tomorrow against that bottom bit of the news and notes, the Eastern Conference leaders in Louisville City. So 5 wins in their last 6. They're top of the table, and they've got a couple games in hand. So this is going to be a very interesting game tomorrow night.
More good attendance numbers, passing 1.5 million for the year. After midweek action, some good ones in the Eastern Conference. Louisville City hosting Orlando City, and then 2 of the top in the West, Reno against Swope Park Rangers, Phoenix, and Sacramento. Toronto FC 2 visits Charlotte Independence.
Yeah, and there you would think that Charlotte Independence could be able to take those 3 points there to stay as front runners as well in the Eastern Conference. So every game crucial now.
Louisville atop the East entering the weekend, tied with Charlotte. And in the Western Conference, it's a big gap for Real Monarchs over San Antonio, a 10-point cushion for Real, who can clinch a playoff berth this weekend. Well, I'm sure some strong words from Logan Paz, the first-year head coach of Orange County SC, as they need to regroup and get back in this one. What'd you make of the first 45 minutes, Lee Godfrey?
Disappointing for Orange County. I think this conversation, it has a lot to do with how they're going to come out in the second half, because as a coach, you can only say so much and plan so much, and then it's up to those 11 players on the pitch to make it happen. And it would be disappointing, I think, as a fan. And if you're paying to come in, they got to get themselves going and say, guys, come on. We have to be better than this. We have to play with a little bit more heart and determination. Be better off the ball. Close down our opponent. There was a lot of free flow in that first half. There wasn't a lot of whistle blowing. There wasn't a lot of free kicks. So there wasn't a lot of fouls or aggressive plays in that first. There was a couple injuries here and there, but you know, the referee Vega did not have to blow his whistle very often in that half. And I think if you're Orange County, I don't mind seeing a little bit more aggressiveness and fouling the other team. Let them know that you're there. Play a little bit more aggressively and do better when you have possession.
Underway in the second half, Orange County in black, OKC Energy FC in the white and green. 35th minute goal from Alex Dixon, his 7th of the year. Has the only 2 goals scored in this season series between these teams. He had the game winner May 20th in Oklahoma City. Orange County only 3 goals in their last 6 games. They need to find a way to get the offensive side of the game rolling.
And that comes with possession and building from the back and being able to move the ball up the pitch, and they haven't been able to do that in the first half. You could see towards the end they had a couple of chances on the counterattack for sure. And the other ones were just long balls forward that were never going to get to the guys up top for the other team. It's frustrating when you have a couple of good strikers that might not have gotten as many touches as they would have liked to in that first 45 minutes of play.
Clipped in from the right side, back post, and it's past everybody. A good chance in the end. An acknowledgement as that was Alex Dixon clipping it.
And again, watch this ball come over the top and just feet away. And that's just poor defending once again by Orange County, just allowing that person to come into the back post unmarked, ball watching. I think it was Asua, number 20, on that back post that just didn't even pick up his man whatsoever, and that could have easily been 2-0.
Big switch, goes wayward, a throw in now for Oklahoma City.
I'm kind of surprised that Logan Paz didn't make any changes at the beginning of the second half. I would have done a double substitution to get a couple legs out there and prove a point to the players out there. If you're not going to do it, I'm going to make a switch immediately, as opposed to waiting this one out and keeping all three of your subs, you know, down the stretch. I think you need to give some other players some minutes at this point and make a change if they're not going to respond. I would like to see maybe 10 minutes at most if this team doesn't come out and respond to what he said at the halftime, and give the opportunity to somebody on the bench to get out there and do the job.
Van Eyck, clever ball. OKC back in good numbers. Hesitation, and it's headed back across goal. Interesting decision. Wilito Fernandez could have headed on goal. Again, he decides to pass. Nobody was there, but he was only 5 yards from net.
When you're in that position, you have to head it on goal. He had the openness there in the box. He knew exactly where he was. Head that one down into the ground, try to get a bounce and get that past Lorendi, but he was right beside him. You have to try to get that on target.
Yeah, Lorendi let off the hook. He was scrambling. His feet were moving. He was not in a position to make a save. Wilito Fernandez, second time tonight, both coming in quick succession. He's been very unselfish, probably too unselfish. 3 goals on the season. Maybe he thought he didn't have his shoulders squared. Rose so well to make that header possible. Kobayashi clips it in. Joe Franco. And Eyck muscled off the ball by Sam Fink, and it's a goal kick to Oklahoma City.
Again, that strong defending by Oklahoma City Energy there, just to block out the player that you're defending against and allow Corey Lorendi to take the goal kick, pressures off. A little bit more possession for Orange County in the first 5 minutes of this second half. And once they get into that final third, there seems to be that lack of communication, confusion.
Van Eyck checks runners to his left, and then his cross is well defended by Highland, who did well to keep it from going over the end line for a throw-in. Thrown in quickly. Van Eyck. Now it's clipped to the back post. Bobbled a little bit by Lorendi, but then he makes the catch and rolls it out quickly to Alex Dixon, the first half goal scorer. Oklahoma City looking to break. Dixon taking the space. Has Richard Dixon on the overlap, the right back Jamaican crossing. Poor cross in the end, blocked. And Orange County will try to build through midfield as Rami Pineda turns it over. Alex Dixon central, Anthony Wallace switching here. Kyle Highland, good ball towards the middle, it's headed over the bar. A chance there. Miguel Gonzalez forced a very good save from Lyon. This one he didn't force the keeper into any work.
Yeah, I don't think Gonzalez knew if that ball was going to get to him or not. Watch on the cross here as it does get over the jumping defender of Orange County, and so Gonzalez stayed pretty much on his feet and got that with the top of his head. If he knew that was going to come to him, he would have gotten into the air there and been able to get over top of that ball. But again, just coming up the pitch, it's so easy for Oklahoma City Energy. And then when Orange County do win back possession in these areas, they seem to give it right back to the Energy.
Jose Barril with a determined run towards the corner wins his team a throw in. What a pass that was from Highland, the left back out of IUPUI, 2 assists on the season. Both in the same game against Colorado Springs in July. Another veteran as here's Alex Dixon crossing, makes it all the way through. It's an own goal. Either off of Sorto or Franco, but it's 2-0 Oklahoma City, a low cross. And 2-0. Here it came from Alex Dixon, an outstretched foot.
I believe by the reaction by the team. Let's see here who gets on it. Oh yeah, right there. Joe Franco. They were patting him and saying not much you could do about that, but that's the way this game has gone so far, from bad to worse, and now they are going to make a change.
Baxendale will come on. I think far too reactively. It's a low cross, and both players look surprised. It was an outstretched leg from Sorto, then Franco seemed surprised as it hit him in the lower shin. But now a big mountain to climb now for Orange County at home as we see Ami Pineda substituted off. He was the only change in the starting lineup. He goes about 53 minutes before the change is made. It's an own goal against Joe Franco. Credit to Alex Dixon, though. He scored the first. He really helped create the seconds.
Frustrating if your positioning is good in the 6-yard box there. You could see that ball coming across. It wasn't like it was smashed in there. If you're behind the ball, it almost seemed like Franco was on the wrong side where he actually pointed his foot out towards the goal. And that's how it went in. If he's a little couple steps back, he's able to just put his foot out, block that, or clear it out on the first touch. Instead, he's completely caught out of position and knocks it into his own goal.
Baxendale comes on, 7th appearance this year, signed late July. Him and Franco Liver signing on the same day. Last couple seasons with Mansfield Town FC.
And even if he doesn't knock that one in, if Franco misses that, there's someone at the back post for the Energy just to tap that one in regardless.
Yeah, it was Angulo waiting for his 9th of the year. Feels like Dixon has popped up wherever he's wanted with space. That was on the right side at the end line, driving it low to the 6-yard box. So another change, Alvarez on for Kobayashi. So one local product replacing another, Alvarez. Los Angeles replacing Kobayashi. What would you make of Zach Kobayashi's performance?
Well, I think we only said his name once or twice, so I wouldn't give, sometimes you can say if you're not saying a name a lot, that means they're not making mistakes at least, but I think for an attacking type player in the midfield, this is exactly what Logan Paz has done. They didn't react, like I said, and 10 minutes later, he basically makes a double substitution to try to get some more, heart and determination out there on the pitch because he just hasn't seen it. And there had been no change from the way the first half unfolded to the beginning of the second half. Again, it is mostly Energy, and yes, it was an own goal, but regardless, it was the build-up in the play that led to that own goal.
So 2 changes in quick order. Baxendale and Alvarez now on for Logan Paz. Angulo, and a good save. Diving to his left was Leon, but Angulo nearly making it 3 for Oklahoma City.
And now we might see a change a little bit by OKC, that they can sit back a little bit more. As you saw there, they'll allow Orange County to pass the ball around in their half, no problem. They're the ones that have to try to come forward and attack, and if they want to stay in their own half, Oklahoma City Energy will allow them to stay in their own half.
The substitute Alvarez on for the 12th time this season, 2 goals on the year. Gonna inject some life into this team, also 2 assists.
There you just saw a couple of seconds ago Oseguda with the ball, and he's putting his arms up like, where am I? You guys have to move. You have to give me something. And everyone's standing still in black, and he tries to force a pass, and he gives up possession. And then balls like this, I just completely don't understand the thought process there, that you aren't in any danger to give up possession, and you've just kicked the ball into touch and no one around in Orange County on that left-hand side.
Alvarez wide here, crossing from the right. And a good clearance that time. Andrews got there. Sua was delivering from his wing-back position. Now here comes Dixon. Alex Dixon, a goal, and helped create the own goal. Pulls it back here, lays it back. A hit from distance, and it was blocked. That was Angulo teeing it up. Now it's Baril. Wide here, Highland. Anthony Wallace. Baril for Sam Fink. Richard Dixon. And now OKC can make Orange County chase.
They certainly can, and they're doing a great job of it here. Great possession, patience. And they just decide to have a chance at go, cross that one onto the top of the box and see what happens. They end up giving it back to Orange County, but Orange County need to try to close down. I know it's difficult to, to run and chase the ball, but you've got to do your best to try to close down your opponent and try to win that ball back. They're certainly not going to give it to you, that's for sure.
Joe Franco on the ball, another SoCal native out of Monrovia, played at Cal State Northridge. Jerry Van Avike trying to direct traffic. Back for Franco, his 21st appearance this year. Spent last year with Miami FC in the NASL. Sua out wide to the left. Pull it back. Oseguda crossing, headed out by Andrews. Not all the way gone, and I blocked that time as it was fired through the middle.
Well, that's better from Orange County, but once again, good defending as that ball never got through to Corey Lorendi. On a couple of occasions, the back four has come up and been able to clear that one away.
Saman Asua. Much better here from Orange County on this near side. Van Avike crossing, and it stays in the air, and it's caught by Lorendi.
Van Avike needs to get a little bit more on that cross into the box. It was some good movement and pushing that ball out wide, and you need to whip that one in there, though. That just floated up there a little bit too much and made it easy for Lorendi to come out and grab it.
Cody Andrews.
You see James Baxendale push up there and try to close the gap and force OKC to do something. We haven't seen much of that in this game at all. There's always been 2 feet in between a member of OKC when they have the ball against a defender on Orange County. They have to step up, and even if you have to foul that player, stop the play, but show, like right there. I don't mind that at all. Just that one might be a little bit more of frustration, and it's going to allow a free kick and a little bit more of a opportunistic area for Oklahoma City. But at least there, you know, show the other team that you're still out there on the pitch and use a little bit of the body.
Oscar Sorto fouling Miguel Gonzalez. Sorto was called into a U.S. national team camp by Jurgen Klinsmann in January of 2015 when he was with the Galaxy. Gonzalez has been active in this one. He'll deliver this from about 30 yards out. Good ball delivered, and it's headed high and wide. Good opportunity for Oklahoma City FC. Cody Andrews or Sam Fink.
That was a good ball up, and I believe it was Andrews. Both of the center backs did come forward on that play to get in on those set pieces. You see many teams bring in the big guys and just have one player drop back defensively. Again, look at the effort of the ball, even though it ends up, and it's going to be a card, a little bit too much of an effort, but that is the effort of the ball of OKC versus the other side. As Angulo thought he'd won the ball, which he did win the ball back right there, and then just in frustration, sliding in on Oliver, and he's booked on that play.
Oliver drew the foul. Angulo joins Baril on yellow cards. Roy Mius, the only man on a yellow card for Orange County. 35th minute goal from Alex Dixon, his 7th of the year, and then an own goal against Joe Franco as Dixon crossed it at the 6-yard box in the 53rd minute. That's where we stand in the 64th. Second home game at the stadium for Orange County. They drew last week against Phoenix 1-1. They are trailing here 2-0 in a pivotal game, probably more important than the fact that they're looking for their first home win. They're trying to beat the team directly ahead of them in Western Conference standings. OKC came into this one 1 point ahead of Orange County in the West. Alvarez, wide here. Sorto in an advanced position. Much more commitment forward from Orange County. Asua. Clipped out by Highland. Baxendale across the back. Juan Pablo Oseguda. Very good here. Van Avike is in, and he has scored. A goal back for Orange County. Jerry Van Avike, his 5th of the season, and a really well-worked goal.
It was a fantastically worked goal. Great 1-2 passing there. And Van Avike continues his run. He gets in behind the OKC defense. Lorendi comes sliding out to try to close that gap, but he doesn't get out in time before Jerry Van Avike is able to slot that one past him and make this a 2-1 game.
And nice to see Relito Fernandez given an assist, because he's been so unselfish tonight, passing to teammates. That time he really put on a platter for Van Avike. We have an injury on the field for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, we missed that play develop. There was also a card, so someone in the book on Orange County for that challenge.
We see Logan Paz, the Orange County head coach.
Looks like he's preparing to make the His third substitution of the match. But that was one of the only good plays that we've seen from Orange County tonight, and they put together that sort of play, and they're rewarded with a great goal.
Sounded like you could hear Logan Paz telling one of his players, "You're doing the job that Oscar can do." Speaking of Oscar Sorto, so perhaps talking with a defender, as we see Paz giving instructions. A 12-year MLS career with Chicago.
Well, and just like that, Matt, you can see, you know, no matter how disappointing the game has been for that man through the first 45 minutes of play and into the second half, you go down 2-0, one goal, and a beautifully executed goal. They really ripped apart the defense for the first time tonight of Oklahoma City, and you're down a goal. You're right back in this game.
Back in play. OKC. Central. Angulo lays it off. Came away from it limping as Wallace runs it down. 65th minute goal. Jerry Van Avijk. Fernandez with his third assist of the year. Richard Dixon. Dixon had the assist on Alex Dixon's opener.
And they get the goal, and once again, though, off the ball, they've got to show a little more determination to close that down, close the gaps, and try to win that ball back. And they're not. They're just allowing Oklahoma City Energy to have that space and just move the ball around. You're trailing by a goal. You've got to close that man down and get on it. This is just too much space all around.
Good first touch from Dixon. He clips it in. It takes a deflection. Still alive, top of the box. Another deflection. Will it stay in play? It will not. It goes out for a corner kick. So Alex Dixon once again pulling the strings. Orange County did enough to block across, then a shot.
And again, just some great buildup and some great passing here, and just good vision to send that ball back to the top of the box for that rocket, as Lyon had to be wary that that was just going to go over the bar.
Looked like it was Baril late arriving. A Spaniard with a good hit. And off the corner kick. Good hustle. Oliver kept it on this near side, but it's all the way back. Kyle Hyland out of Bay Village, Ohio.
Signals cross there. No one making that run along that right-hand side on the switch.
Oliver. Carlos Alvarez, the substitute. 70th minute from Irvine, California in Championship Soccer Stadium. The visitors, OKC Energy FC, leading 2-1, but Orange County has a goal back through Jerry Van Avijk, his 5th of the year. Substitute Baxendale out of Thorn, England. Well traveled as Baxendale, came up in the Leeds United Academy, also played for Doncaster Rovers before Mansfield Town. Cleared away by Mickey Daly.
And again, now Oklahoma City have just put so many numbers behind the ball. It's so tough to find the space through the middle for Orange County.
Osua. A lot of spin on that cross. It's past everybody. Alex Dixon runs it down. He wins a throw-in for the Greens. Two changes as we're going to see Andy Craven come on, and Daniel Gonzalez, so it might be one Gonzalez for the other. We know Burrill is coming off. Perhaps Jimmy Nielsen sensing what you talked about, Lee Godfrey, the bunkering of OKC with so many behind the ball, and he wants to change that as Alex Dixon will come off. So Dixon a goal and help create the own goal and gets a hug from Nielsen as he comes off. Now Craven will come on. 5 goals on the season. A lot of experience in the professional ranks in North America. So it's Andy Craven and Daniel Gonzalez in, Jose Burrill and Alex Dixon off. One change left for Jimmy Nielsen. A through ball here, and well covered by Highland. The offside flag came up. So both Gonzalez brothers now on the field. Daniel, the substitute, it's a year younger. Both grew up in Yelm, Washington, south of Seattle, just east of Olympia. Both played at Peninsula College. Daniel exclusively there. Miguel transferred to Seattle U, where he became the WAC Offensive Player of the Year. And a free kick here for Oklahoma City FC as Craven immediately comes on and draws a foul, and now will receive some treatment.
Yeah, he took an elbow in the back there, and it wasn't a very difficult call. Now frustration starting to set in. Kyle Highland has to be wary himself. Your team's winning. You've got to be mentally disciplined here and not get into this sort of thing and a possibility to see a card or whatever and put your team down. You have to stay in this one. But once again, it's just that frustration, I think, more on the part of the Orange County SC. Is there we see it in the back.
On Pablo Oseguda delivering the foul. On Pablo Oseguda, well-traveled. He signed with Tigres in Mexico, age 14. Also played with Chivas Guadalajara. So we're going to see final change for Logan Paz and Orange County. Shola Abolaji will try to have a similar impact as his debut last Friday. Played 10 minutes, scored the tying goal for Orange County. Well-traveled is Abolaji, last 6 years in Norway and Sweden. Previously played with Carolina Railhawks and Vancouver Whitecaps FC before their MLS days. Played collegiately at University of Buffalo. Let's take a look back at the 3 goals on this night, Lee Godfrey, beginning with the opener, Dixon setting up Alex Dixon.
Yeah, great little play there as far as passing and breaking down the line, and then the own goal, and then finally Van Avike gets the home side on the board with a nicely executed goal.
The middle goal was an own goal against Joe Franco as Craven is now to his feet, but not a good sign for Craven, who is struggling to keep his legs underneath him as he gets back to his feet.
Yeah, it wasn't a knock in the back. It was more than a knock to a head, and they have to go through concussion protocol now because I don't think he knows where he is. And I'm surprised they didn't stretcher him off, that they're walking him off, because he clearly is in some discomfort, and it looks like the cobwebs are still there. They've been yet to be cleared. So he has to be substituted off the pitch right away.
Very difficult to see Craven. The transfer from FC Cincinnati in May has had a very productive professional career, but A shot to the head from Juan Pablo Oseguda. And Brown will come on to replace Craven. The other change, Abolaji, he came on for Asua. So we hope Andy Craven's okay.
Coming on, number 17, John Brown for OKC Energy.
And now a free kick. Angulo with the left foot, right into the wall, still alive. Laid back. Good feet to keep it alive. And Miguel Gonzalez, but Orange County eventually clears.
That's going to be a card for sure. That's a bad tackle from Daly in from behind, and he's shown the yellow card.
Daly into the book. Marco Vega. Jonathan Brown from Wales, 27 years of age, into this game for Jimmy Nielsen, replacing the injured Andy Craven. Elito Fernandez cycles it wide, it's crossed in! And a good header that time. Good strength from Sam Fink. He really held his ground against the onrushing attacker.
Yeah, and it was a great ball into the box there. Good defending, as Oklahoma City is able to get there first and clear that out, but a corner kick opportunity here now in the 78th minute for Orange County, looking to equalize this one.
Delivered, Oliver, still alive, and it's pushed aside by Lorendi, who took no chances, two-hand palming it away. Headed out by Daly, chance top of the box for Alvarez, and his shot was blocked. Desperate defending now for Oklahoma City, and they finally are able to clear through Cody Andrews.
Mickey Daly, once again, stepping up there just after receiving the yellow card with a big block, but some good sustained pressure from Orange County. The first bit we've seen tonight.
And now a yellow card for Shola Abolaji just minutes after coming on. Game getting very lively here, and I think the substitutes trying to have an impact. I'm sure Oklahoma City Energy FC is not happy with the injury to Andy Craven.
Here's a look at that ball whipped in that allowed that corner kick to happen. The sustained pressure. Sam Fink gets up, and then you see a big collision there at the far post on that next little bit of sustained pressure right before Daly made a block, and then Abolaji went into, I believe it was Sam Fink, who ended up taking out Corey Lorendi.
Good run here from midfield. Baxendale delivers high lofted cross. It's beyond everybody, but still alive on the far side. Fink heads away. Kept in by Orange County. 80th minute, 2-1. OKC Energy leading. Alex Dixon in the first half, then a Joe Franco own goal, give them a 2-0 lead. Jerry Van Avike pulled the goal back. That's where we stand with 10 minutes left plus stoppage time. Alvarez forward. Good step that time from Mickey Daly. And now all sorts of space in midfield for Miguel Gonzalez. Wide on this right side. Angulo making a hard charging run towards the penalty spot. The ball was headed right there, but a big time clearance. But lost by Orange County. Miguel Gonzalez, corner of the box, pulls it onto his left. 1 versus 2, clips it in. Angulo looking for a way through. And cleared by James Baxendale. Anthony Wallace. Richard Dixon. Miguel Gonzalez. Back for Wallace. Clipped, switching ball with his left, out for Kyle Highland. Highland crossing, back post! And a good clearing header that time. Looked like Sorto.
Yeah, good clear there. So much space on that left-hand side to be able to get that ball into the box.
Van Avike all the way back to help out defensively, but turned over by Orange County. Richard Dixon. Flip ball towards the top of the box, headed back central, still alive. Possibility here, a little 1-2, but Angulo is dispossessed. Baxendale tracking back to help.
Now, if you're Oklahoma City, you want to take the shot there, just trying to make it too pretty of a play into the box. You've got that, you might not see the lane to get it right through. Maybe it'll take a flexion, maybe it won't, maybe it'll hit an arm. But again, OKC, it's been a couple times just trying to, thread the needle there instead of just letting it go.
Now is Daniel Gonzalez, a substitute, who's been very active since coming on, but he tried to play it to the feet of Jose Angulo. This game has come to life all of a sudden since that goal from Van Avike. Now it's Joe Franco on this right side. Low cross, takes an awkward bounce. A touch from Andrews. And Richard Dixon feigned a clearance and dribbles out. Good work from the Jamaican. He goes direct. Good use of the body, Miguel Gonzalez. To get away from Joe Franco. Central now. Here comes his brother, Daniel Gonzalez. Gonzalez had a run from Alex Dixon. Anthony Wallace. Wide here, space for Kyle Highland. Now a shot, and it's right at the goalkeeper.
The line was going to see that all the way, but once again, just too much time and space on the ball for Oklahoma City Energy. Orange County have to step up more. They need to, show that urgency. Time is of the essence here now tonight in the 84th minute of play, and they're just allowing Oklahoma City to come in, get to the top of the box, move the ball from left and right, and create that space to get an opportunity on goal.
Cross on the left takes the deflection. Run down by Relito Fernandez. He set up the Jerry Van Avike goal. Settled here on this near side. Jerry Van Avike. Joe Franco for Orange County. Back for Oscar Sorto. Franco. Baxendale nearly caught in possession, but he has his emergency valve with Sorto. Juan Pablo Oseguda. Good here from Orange County. Patient build up from the home team. Turning. Now a chance for an equalizer, pulled central, and then in the end just lost by Abolaji. He had so much time and options, but the touch just got away from him.
Yeah, I think he had to do something there, make his mind up a little bit faster, because Corey Lorendi was in no man's land. He came out thinking the shot was going to come. It didn't, and then he had to try to track back, and nothing happened. He was able to get back into his goal.
Now a chance, top of the box, laid back. Angulo central. Miguel Gonzalez, isolated with Franco. Few step overs. Anthony Wallace. Jonathan Brown. Back for Fink. Richard Dixon's had a good game tonight. Angulo, waiting for help, picks out Daniel Gonzalez. Right and left from Oklahoma City. Miguel Gonzalez, just wide of the far post. A low hit from Gonzalez. And Lyon may have had it covered as we see the previous chance for Orange County.
Yeah, watch Corey Lorendi come out here, and he just gets absolutely caught, and Orange County not able to take advantage of it. Abolaji with the ball, and the pass is just a little bit behind there. Allowed OKC to regroup and win possession and kick that one away.
Well, speaking with Logan Paz by phone this week, he talked about Abalaji. He said he has brought great enthusiasm and personality to the group. Battled injury to work his way back. Now a chance for Oklahoma City. That's where their second goal came from. This spot on the field, hopeful ball towards the back post, and good hustle. Somehow that was run down right in front of Franco, who might be tiring. Seemed like he had the angle to it, but Miguel Gonzalez got there first. Now it's Daniel Gonzalez. Angulo, central. Jonathan Brown, high and wide.
Now that whole play developed by a nice little turn by Daniel Gonzalez, and that's where you just see that lack of effort by Orange County to close anyone down. Orange County is just not defending tonight. They're giving Oklahoma City 4 or 5 feet on the ball. Every player in green and white that have it to be able to make a decision whether to pass off or whether to take a shot on goal. And now they're trying a few more shots from distance because they do have the space on goal. They just need to hit the frame, and it could be a lot worse right now. Lion has had to make a save, or he's had to be out in position to make saves, and fortunately for the home side, those haven't found the frame. But this is what I'm talking about, the amount of space. You got to step up, don't track back.
Richard Dixon, his shot takes a deflection, still alive in the area. And a confident clearance from Joe Franco. Out towards midfield, cleaned up by Cody Andrews. The previous play was a header from Mickey Daly back to Lorendi under some pressure from the substitute Abolaji. Now Jimmy Nielsen, fourth-year head coach of Oklahoma City, gives some instructions. Thrown in, comes back to Franco. James Baxendale. There's Jimmy Nielsen.
Now he wants to close this one out. This would be a huge 3 points on the road for his team.
Highland covers to win it. Hollis cannot get there, kept in by Orange County. Now it's a throw-in for OKC Energy.
And they'll be taking their time here just to waste that clock right now. You can waste 10, 15 seconds here and there. That all adds up in the end.
See Logan Paz there giving instructions. Kyle Highland to throw it in. A couple of years with Indy 11. Before that, Crew Reserves. Franco. Sorto. Good diagonal ball. But Lorendi is right there ahead of Abolaji. Two big boys come converging on that ball. Lorendi left-footed punt. Sorto rises to head it towards the circle. Orange County able to settle. Juan Pablo Oseguda. Flips it towards the corner. Baxendale read the passing lane well. The target, Abolaji. Headed away by Fink. Daly in the corner to defend. And he does well. It's a goal kick as Abolaji unable to keep it in, and he is pleading his case, and he palms the ball away as he argues the referee Marco Vega.
You gotta be careful there. He's already on a yellow card. You don't want to give the referee an opportunity to put out that second yellow card. Now you're into stoppage time, and there's going to be a few minutes added because of the injuries that have taken place there. We see it 5 minutes on the clock, so you got to be careful there. It was a really good job by Daly to box Abolaji out and to be able to get that goal kick.
5 minutes shown by our fourth official, Kristen Patterson. Now 5 minutes for the home side to have another come from behind to get a point at home. Chested down. Good work here. Carlos Alvarez was trying to guide it towards that far upper corner, but cannot hit the target and challenge Lorendi.
And things opened up there a little bit this time in the middle of the park for Orange County, as you saw Daly getting to that late, which allowed that opportunity for Orange County. And you're right, he was just trying to direct that one in to that top corner.
Alvarez previously drafted by Chivas USA, last year with San Antonio FC. A couple goals, 2 assists. So he makes his 12th appearance tonight. 90 seconds into second half stoppage time. Wallace towards the corner. Richard Dixon contests. And great hustle as he slows down the counterattack. Tracking back, going to a slide to win it. Look at this run from Miguel Gonzalez.
It is unbelievable.
Taking on 2 and 3 Orange County defenders. And he finds Angulo near the corner. Angulo kept it in. Now it's going to be a throw-in for Orange County as Oscar Sorto came out of the middle to help out. Nielsen upset with that call.
Yeah, they're all standing right there, and I think that it should have been a throw to OKC.
He was always very demonstrative, very interesting goalkeeper. Sometimes would have fun with the water bottle on opponents. Very dramatic, but always entertaining. And now a free kick, maybe a mistake here from Anthony Wallace committing a foul. And now Orange County with a good set piece opportunity right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, another look at it here as Abalaji goes down and Orange County takes it quickly.
Jerry Van Avike, left-footed cross, a clearing header from Daniel Gonzalez. Clip back towards the top of the box, bodies jousting. It nearly fell to Franco, but it slips away from the Orange County defender.
I'm surprised Orange County didn't take a little bit more time, Matt, on that free kick and set it up to just take it quickly like that. You know, you might not have that opportunity on goal again.
Yeah, it was a golden opportunity. I agree with you. Golden chance, 35 yards from goal middle as Lorendi restarts. Spills here. Brown tries to thread it through, too far in front of Jose Angulo and picked up by Charlie Lyon.
Unfortunate there for Orange County is no players in black were coming back. There's only 4, I think, in the own half. So very fortunate that that through ball into the middle didn't find the player on Oklahoma City.
Cross from the left, still alive, and it was Daly sliding through to clear. Clip back in by Baxendale. Here comes Lorendi, and it's headed over the bar. Some frustration for Abolaji, who wants his second in as many appearances off the bench for Orange County.
Great service there, and Abolaji able to get up as Corey Lorendi comes out of his goal. And that was going to be tough to be able to get that one in with that pressure coming in on him. He was a little bit rushed and not able to keep that ball down.
Oklahoma City seconds away from just their second road win of the year. They came into this one 1-7-4, second worst road record in the USL. But now it's seconds away from a possible 3 points, one of the biggest road games of the season, but a late corner kick to deal with from Orange County. Can the home side pull off late dramatics? Charlie Lyon, the goalkeeper, pushes forward. An extra body for Orange County. Crowd coming to life at Championship Soccer Stadium. Here's the delivery. Still alive in the box and cleared out by Oklahoma City. Headed back, and it's right at Lorendi, who makes the claim at the near post. That was Abolaji.
Now so close. And now Corey Lorendi will slow this one down.
And there is the full-time whistle. One of the biggest wins of the season for Oklahoma City Energy FC. They go on the road. They had a 2-0 lead. Orange County got a goal back, but could not find a second. And Jimmy Nielsen very happy. He gave the ultimatum to his team. He said they had to be better away from home, and they produced a win. Your thoughts on this one, Lee Godfrey?
They certainly were the better team on the night on the road. They took it to Orange County. And a well-deserved 3 points. It could have been a little bit more if they had a little bit more quality in that final third, but through the run of play and through most of this game, moving that ball up the pitch, generating opportunities, that is how you'd like to go and play on the road every time you go out there.
Oklahoma City lengthens its lead in 8th place to 4 points over Orange County. Orange County still 2 goals in hand. We'll wrap it up after this. Full time from Irvine. OKC Energy FC beats Orange County 2-1.
Cal South is the official state association for soccer in Southern California with 154,000 youth players. We have soccer opportunities for all ages and skill levels. Our recreational leagues focus on creating a balanced and competitive setting. The Cal South Pro Plus program is the most progressive, inclusive, and successful youth player identification system in the U.S. Visit calsouth.com, connect, and join us. Cal South. Excellence in soccer.
Welcome back. A beautiful summer night in Irvine, California, but a disappointing result for the home team, Orange County SC. They fall at home to one of their Western Conference rivals. Matt Peterson with Lee Godfrey. Lee, let's look at these full-time highlights, beginning with this wonderful pass started with Miguel Gonzalez.
Yeah, it starts in their own half, and it goes out wide to Dixon, and he finds the other Dixon. That would be Alex, who's able to finish that one off. A nice little flick over line in the box to give them a 1-0 lead. Great build-up, pushing out wide. Dixon into the top of the box. Nobody on Orange County picking him up, and he's able to flick that one over top for that 1-0 first half lead. And they did keep on coming. This movement was fantastic down the flanks tonight by either side. And here you see another ball put into the box, and that one just missing on the far post. As you see there, frustration, but the opportunities came, and a fortunate bounce here for the Energy, as it is Joe Franco deflecting that one in for the OG, and a 2-0 Orange County lead.
And Lee, that all started off a throw-in. How does Alex Dixon get behind 2 or 3 defenders? It's something that Logan Paz will shake his head at when he watches it back.
Yeah, he will, and just positioning as well on that driven ball in. But a nice comeback here, a great little 1-2 play, and it is Van Eyck that's able to get the ball back as he continues his run there and is able to slot that around Lorendi as he comes diving out for his 5th goal of the year and give Orange County a little bit of hope down the stretch.
Wilito Fernandez with the assist, his 3rd of the year.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be, though, as that's the final whistle there. And, yeah, as we take a look at those updated standings.
So Oklahoma City Energy pulls into a tie on points with Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC for 7th. Actually a 3-way tie with Tulsa for 6th. A lot to be decided, but this was a big missed opportunity for Orange County. They still have the 2 games in hand, but now it's a 4-point deficit, and they've only taken 1 point from these last 2 home games.
Yeah, very difficult tonight, and this will be a tough one for Logan Paz. He's going to have to go back to the drawing board with his players, and especially defensively. They needed to close down. I thought that the Energy just kind of had their way from going into their own half up to the 18-yard box. There really no pressure applied and allowed them to really generate a lot of opportunities.
Second road win of the year for Oklahoma City Energy FC. They're 2-0 against Orange County this year. A 1-0 win in May, a 2-0 win on this night. There was hope for Orange County to get their first home win at Championship Soccer Stadium. They'll have to wait at least one more game. Thank you to Sharni Yerke, our producer, Claudio Telesher, our director, Jonathan Telesher, our replay man. I'm Matt Peterson. Thank you to Lee Godfrey. Final score, OKC Energy 2-1.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.